Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing smashing. For today's valued viewer request, we've got new from blank. I do apologise, I forgot to copy your name over, but I'm sure you know who you are. Also, if possible, please consider doing another video to recreate the incident when a B-52 landed without its rudder. That's not quite correct, but let's go over and look here. And this is a cracking video from Dark Docs, never heard of them before. But really cool looking video, and I don't want to take credit away from it, so I insist that you go and watch this video. I'll put the link in the video description. I'll just give you a quick taste.
But those inside already suspected the plane's tail had been struck cleanly off. The plan initially was to attempt to fly directly back to Wichita and land there, but inclement bad weather forced the pilots to redirect their course to Blythefield Air Force Base. Speed was brought down to 160 knots as it approached the base. The front landing gear was deployed, causing the aircraft to yaw briefly, but eventually it steadied. As the wheels touched down on the landing strip, the plane started to veer left, and the emergency drag chute was deployed, bringing the vehicle to a full stop.
So you can see that he uses quite a cool filter there to kind of make really old shaky footage look actually quite good, kind of like a sharpening effect, which is cool. So go and watch a video. Now what the video is about is we've got here a B-52 Stratofortress that's flown. It's not struck anything. It's actually turbulence has ripped the tail off, and it turns out that with, well, as far as I'm aware, all B-52s, at least the early ones, were built with a defect in the tail, for reasons I don't understand, where any inclement weather or certain turbulence can actually rip the whole vertical stabilizer off. So this is not just a rudder, this is the whole vertical stabilizer.
Once on the ground, the crew...
Well, you just have to take my word for it, it's all gone. And this one managed to land. And the rest of the video is about the fact that this one landed, but most of them, where it ripped off, actually crashed. A lot of them became broken arrows and lost their hydrogen bombs all over the United States, Iceland, the Atlantic and whatnot. Really interesting story that I was not aware of, and I'd love to follow that up a bit more. But anyway, all we're looking at is whether we can create the fact that a B-52 landed with no tail. How do planes fly without tails? Because they've got no yaw stability. The only thing that I guess has really given them yaw stability is, you know, a big long fuselage. So I guess this plane helps a little bit in the fact that it's very long. And B, you've got no yaw authority. You don't have a rudder, so there is no way you can change your yaw. So any type of crosswind, you know, how do you land it if you can't adjust your yaw in comparison to the wind? And we can't fly a B-52, but we certainly can remove the tail fin from a B-52, so stand by. We are in a Bogachev mobile. We have 1x Mike 61A1 cannon in. We're going to try and shoot that tail off this very low polygon B-52 and see what happens, I guess. Oh, where are you going, Charlie? Where are you going? Not going to go down without a fight, apparently. Well, we can see about that. Oh, butterfingers. Let's try this. Sorry, chap. Let's try that again. A little bit closer this time, we think. Oh, I cut the top off, look. How about that? That's a damage model. See if we can take a bit more off. Short back and side, sir. I don't think we can take any more off, annoyingly. Come on, die. It's the strongest tail in the world. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to take any more than the kind of top 30% off, annoyingly. No, how annoying. I'm going to try and use my wing. See if that helps. Power on. How embarrassing for me. So that's the best I can do, and it doesn't seem to be really affecting him anyway. Let's have a go. Right, so that had zero effect, and the problem was the damage model is simply not designed to... Oh, it did take the rudder... No, there's a bit of rudder there. So the damage model simply isn't set up to take more than kind of just a tip off, basically. So I think we need to rethink this. Let's wait until RC wakes up, and let's think of a new idea. Okay, welcome back. RC's just woken up. Is it nice and early for you, RC?
Regular time.
It is regular time. What I'm going to do, RC, is I'm going to shoot your tail fin off because the B-52 landed without a tail fin. I'm going to shoot your tail fin off in your mirror, so just fly straight and level and don't touch the throttle, don't go 500 knots. And you're going to go see if you can land with a 20 knot crosswind, 20 plus knot crosswind in that airfield just in front of you. Are you ready for that, RC?
Yeah, this is a Mirage, though. It's not a B-52.
Oh, no, I didn't. I knew something was different, but...
Do you want to put a B-52?
No, because I tried that, and it's got no friggin' damage model, RC.
All right.
So we're trying up one that does have it. Now, I get the feeling this is DCS at the end of the world. It's a combat sim. It's a flight sim, but it's a combat sim. It's not a real-time, dynamically modelled flight model. So there's a very good chance that I can visually shoot his tail off, but it won't have any effect to how the plane drives. It may or it may not. You know, it's not X-plane. It's not going to recalculate all the sums on the fly. Right. Just keep it nice and stable, I see. Embarrassing. I accidentally shot your belly. Why is it so hard all of a sudden? No one's in the brake!
Oh,
Sweet!
not going to be able to land at this.
Wow, look at it go! I took the whole rear off it. I took that schmeckma off it.
Oh, you did?
That's interesting. Never done that before. That was due to RC coming off the throttle too quickly, so let's go and do that again. Got it! Right.
Oh, there you go.
Alright, go and land, RC. Right, tell us how it feels. Does it feel any different in the DCS flight model without any yaw stability?
Not right now.
Because like I was saying, the only yaw stability you really have now is the kind of length of your fuselage, and this is not a particularly long plane. So, in real life, I reckon this would probably go into a tumble, if I'm honest. Or a kind of, yaw tumble, spin, whatever you want to call it. It looks so much better with that tail fin. It looks friggin' awesome. So somehow you've got to compensate for that crosswind without a rudder, RC. How are you going to do that?
You're right.
It's got no rudder.
Okay, definitely no rudder authority.
All right,
So
don't stall. Don't go too slow because you'll stall. You know what this plane's like. Just land it a bit faster. Land it at 180. Yeah. Yeah. So you've got to figure out a way of crabbing left or right or whatever it's got to be, which you just can't do without a rudder. Unless you're gonna have to land all wonky. Look. Oh. It ended up landing at 80 knots, and well, that's it because you couldn't. Yeah, there you go. So you do in DCS lose your rudder authority, but you don't lose your stability by the looks of it. You just carry on flying normal because of how the flight models work. Interesting. Anything you want to add to that, Super RC?
Nope.
I hope you enjoyed that and see you later.